begin with interview. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. Brian, can you begin telling about how you started your journey with yoga?
Yes, when I was 15 years old,
Mm-hmm.
my father told me I have to do yoga or to leave the house.
Oh my God.
I did not have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I did yoga.
All right. So how was the journey? Means can you explain in details?
What do you want to know about, you know, uh, my father had a very bad back. So someone told him to do yoga.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help his back.
Oh.
So he'd start doing yoga, and he also liked the way it is affecting his brain.
Mm-hmm.
So So this is why he wanted his children to do yoga, because he wanted them to have the same effect.
All right.
And we were living in Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
where David Williams,
Mm-hmm.
who was the first person to bring Ashtanga yoga to the entire world from India,
Okay.
he was a student of K. Patabi Joyce in Mysore.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the first Ashtanga yoga class
Okay.
in the world outside of India.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it started, and then eventually I moved to India for a year and I studied with Patabi Joyce in Mysore.
Mm-hmm.
And then I studied Vipassana meditation with S.N. Goenka, um, who's also he's Indian, but he's from Burma.
Yeah, I heard about Vipassana. It's a Dhamma. It's a 7 days of that meditation class, right?
10 days.
10 days. Oh.
Um, yeah, it's and I have been doing this now for 20 years. So I have been practicing yoga for now 33 years, and Vipassana meditation for 25 years.
Oh my. Wow.
And here we are with in Los Angeles with two yoga centers, and we teach yoga on donation basis, so we do not charge any money for the yoga, so it is available to everybody.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, and this is where we're at, so you can ask any question you want.
Yeah. See, I heard about yoga, and it's a many branches. Something like someone says a hot yoga. There's a Bikram yoga, Ashtanga yoga. But I have started reading book of be that light on yoga by
Yes.
B.S. Iyengar. So at the beginning of that book, he's explaining the yoga by Patanjali. It's 8 limbs of yoga. So what I feel is there's a different branch in current days. People are giving different names, but according to you, which one is the best way to explore the yoga?
There's no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even in your country in India, there are so many yoga lineages. There are the Shivites and the Vasuvites, and the people who follow Vishnu and the people who follow Shiva.
Yeah.
And you go to the Kumbh Mela and you see thousands of different kinds of yoga.
Yes.
It is the same in the United States. It is just because everybody has to find a yoga that suits them, just like India.
Okay. So which one is the best way?
There's no such thing as best way. They're all good ways. It depends on what is good for you. Are you physical? If you are physical, then maybe you like hatha yoga. Are you philosophical? If you philosophical, then maybe you like yana yoga. Are you emotional, devotional? Maybe you like bhakti yoga.
Oh wow.
It's all good ways. It depends on what you want.
All right. So we have to.
In yoga, the teaching is to not judge other people. To just let everybody do what they want to do, and it is beautiful. So the yana yoga, the bhakti yoga, the hatha yoga. You know, the Vishnu followers, the Shiva followers, the Ganesh followers. It's all beautiful, right?
Yeah. So let's say someone who doesn't know anything about yoga and want to start. So what you will suggest?
I will ask them to try different kinds of yoga to see which one they like the best.
All right.
So I send them to a Hatha yoga class and Ashtanga yoga class and a power yoga class and a Bhakti yoga,
All
you
right.
know, to see which one you like and then you decide yourself. I don't decide.
Hmm. Let's say the person who doesn't know anything about yoga. Now let's say there are different is a Hatha yoga, that Bhakti yoga. So can you explain briefly the difference between all these branch of yoga?
Yes, the Hatha yoga is a physical yoga. It is it is making the body strong and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Bhakti yoga is more devotional yoga, like praying and surrendering to guru.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Yana yoga is more philosophy yoga, like understanding yoga with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the differences.
All right.
And then in Hatha yoga, you have many branches like power yoga, flow yoga, vinyasa yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Bikram yoga. Then these are all kinds of Hatha yoga.
All right. Great. So, when did you decide to dedicate yourself to yoga as a personally and professionally?
Um, when I was 16 years old, I decided to do this because after doing yoga for 1 year with my father, the effects were so amazing for me
Mhm.
that I knew that this was the most powerful thing I can do with my life.
All right. Uh, According to you, what is the greatest benefit of yoga? Let's say
The
what?
greatest
Yeah,
the
yeah.
greatest benefit is for me it is taking all the very special qualities like humility and gratitude and compassion and forgiveness, all the very special qualities,
Hmm.
and to make them strong in my life.
Oh, great.
This is the very most special thing in the yoga.
Um, See, there are lots of material available for a person, to learn or read about yoga. But let's say, what you suggest, is it advisable to learn from the DVDs or books, or should we attend any class?
I think that it's all very good. You know, the books and the DVDs is a good in the beginning,
Hmm.
but I think you will need to go to a class after a little while because you need to be able to ask questions, and you cannot ask question to DVD or to book.
Yeah, that's. And recently we received a question to our blog. Someone was asking regarding to the breathing process while practicing yoga. So, which is the best way?
There is no best way. There is different ways. It depends. I like to have ujjayi breathing, which is a very deep, rich breath. And
Hmm.
I like this very much. But some of the yoga schools, they do not teach this. So I don't know which is the best way, but I tell you which way that I like. Ujjayi breathing. This is the breath of victory.
Um, would you please show the type of breathing, if you don't mind?
I am doing right now. You cannot see, but it is a very rich, deep breath, and it is making a sound like a vacuum. So I like Ujjayi breathing because it is very very vocal breath. So it is easy to hear the breathing, and when you hear the breathing, you can hear if there's any flaw in the breathing. You know, if you are straining, if you are tensing up, and then it makes it easy for you to stop tensing or straining because you can hear that you are doing it.
Yeah. So let's
So
say,
I like
yeah, yeah.
I like this I like this breathing, Ujjayi breathing.
Okay. So let's say, if someone want to, the most of people are busy there in their routine life, and they can't find time to practice the yoga, right? So, from where they should begin?
They have to find some time. This is the beginning to make a little bit of time,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Which asana you suggest?
I For the very first asana,
Mm-hmm.
to sit on the floor in Padmasana, but maybe modified version, just cross-legged,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not so much on the knees. And you sit for 10 minutes,
Okay.
and you just stay with your breathing
Mm-hmm.
to start to quiet down the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do asana, you want your mind to be quiet.
Okay. Great.
This
Right.
is asana. This is what asana means. It means to sit quietly.
Great. Yeah, I'm belongs to IT field. So the people like me have to sit in front of a computer for 10 to 12 hours a day, right? So I found many people around me are complaining about the back pain, or shoulder pain, or the headache. So what asanas
Yeah.
they should practice?
You know, there is a you could practice uttanasana
Hmm.
just to let the back muscle stretch and
Okay.
let the hamstring stretch.
Hmm.
You could practice Parsvattanasana, just a little twisting of the spine.
Hmm.
It depends. There's a lot of poses that you could practice just to stretch a little.
Hmm.
You could practice Parsarita Padattanasana just to stretch the legs and the back muscles. Um, Paschimottanasana.
All right.
Do you know the names of these poses?
Yeah, actually, I had already did some research on that and have posted my on article regarding to the asanas for a back pain on our blog.
I would make a little routine for somebody. If you come to see me, I
Hmm.
would give you a little routine that has maybe 5 or 10 poses
Hmm.
to keep your body feeling good because you are sitting so much.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I would also tell you that maybe 3 or 5 times during the day to get up off your seat and to bend over and just stretch a little.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, can you tell us something about your website and the activities you are doing? Yeah.
We are filming all the classes now,
Okay.
and we are allowing people from around the world to see the classes.
Oh, great.
So you can come to my website
Yeah.
and you can do a yoga class with me in Santa Monica.
Oh, that's great.
It's very good. So now the whole world can practice yoga even if they live in a rural village.
Mm-hmm. So it's a free or it's a chargeable?
It's what?
It's a free. It's a free
We
or you're charging for that?
we have we have both. We have if you want to become a member,
Mm-hmm.
you can become a member for $9 per month.
Okay.
And you get hundreds of classes.
Oh.
But if you do not have any money,
Mm-hmm.
then we have some classes on donation basis where you can donate whatever you want, or You do not have to donate anything.
Oh, that's really great.
So there's some free classes too if you do not have any money.
Mhm. That's great. So, Brian, the last question, say a few words for our readers.
Well, I would hope one day to come to India to meet all your readers. I would like one day to come to India to teach some yoga classes. I would like one day to bring my wife and my children to visit India, the place, the home of yoga. And I hope that they all will give yoga a try because it has many, many wonderful benefits.
Oh, wow. You know,